saintly woman and practically perfect.
They're pretty much married off.
So Jessica, you come from a family of 10
Yeah.
and you fall third from the last.
Number 8 in a family, 8 boys, 2 girls, number 8.
How was that growing up?
Amazing.
Do you have any daddy issues? Talk about.
Freaking love you. I do not have any daddy issues. We're all
Anything you want to vent to the world?
Anything I want to
To
vent?
get it off your chest?
No, nothing.
Therapeutically.
Nothing to vent. I loved my childhood. It was amazing. It made me the person who I am today. I wouldn't change anything. I love all of my brothers. I love my sister. And I just got back from spending some time with my brother in Utah. And I was sitting there with my nieces, telling them stories about their dad when he was in high school. And they were like, "What? We didn't know you were cool, Dad." Right? And I was like, Brian was like, "I told you guys." They were like,
I tried to tell you.
That's the coolest. And so I was like, "Your dad was like my best friend." I said, "Listen, Brian and Brittany took me under their wing. They hung out with me. They were my BFFs. And then they left me. And I cried. But they were awesome." And so
Yeah, Brian was always like the moral compass. I never really did like a lot wrong in high school. I was a pretty good kid, but Brian was like straight as an arrow. He was the one that would be friends with anybody.
I know.
Even like maybe people that he was naturally cool, and he was friends with all types. And one time, this is not making myself look great, but shows the character of Brian. So I'd heard something about a kid that we went to church with, wasn't doing some things he was supposed to do. And I told Brian, I was like, "I heard this kid's doing this." And he ended up going to that kid's dad. And so the kid's dad calls me and was like, "You saying this?" And I remember being really mad at Brian. Because I was like, "I can't believe you went and told him." But he's like, well, like, he needed help. Like, he wasn't supposed to be doing this. And I was just mad because it made me in trouble. But Brian was just concerned for the kid. And I remember
That's how Brian is.
that's just Brian.
That's Brian.
And I was,
To this day,
Yeah.
right now, that's how he is.
and he probably doesn't even remember that because it didn't probably
He
stand out
probably doesn't.
as he was
He's
just doing
He's just doing his thing.
what he did.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.